I want to, of course, welcome my fellow curators, welcome those members of the system administration and campus leaders who are here, and also members of the media who join us for these meetings. Want to extend a welcome to a very special person who's here with us this morning, Dr. Moon Choi, the new president of our University of Missouri System. Moon, we're so happy to have you here and look forward to working with you in the years ahead.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
First action item grows out of the fact that we are still a rather small group. We expect to be a full complement of curators shortly, but at this time, to expedite the handling of some business during this meeting, we will conduct committee business as a committee of the whole. I think Mr. Phillips has a motion that he's going to make.
So this is a change of meeting protocol. It's in your packet, and as explained by the President, this will allow for going of committee reports and will expedite our meetings so that we can have more time to learn and interface. I move approval of the change of meeting protocol.
Second.
Cindy, can you call the roll?
Curator Cups?
Yes.
Curator Graham?
Yes.
Curator Henriksen?
Yes.
Curator Phillips?
Yes.
Curator Snowden?
Yes.
Curator Steelman?
Yes.
All votes in favor.
Thank you. Pursuant to the resolution that was just adopted by motion and second and unanimous vote, the discussion leaders for each of the different committees will be the chairpersons of those committees. Curator Steelman will lead the discussion from finance. Curator Phillips will lead the discussion on compensation and HR. Curator Snowden will lead the discussion on academic and external affairs. I will lead the discussion on audit, and then there will be a joint presentation by Curator Snowden and Curator Phillips at one point also, where they jointly present a committee report. We're going to move shortly into executive session. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Cindy, would you call the roll?
Curator Cups?
Yes.
Curator Graham?
Yes.
Curator Henriksen?
Yes.
Curator Phillips?
Yes.
Curator Snowden?
Yes.
Curator Steelman?
Yes.
All votes in favor.
We'll move now then into executive session. The executive session will be in 304 South. Cindy will lead us there, and we'll try to reconvene at or about 11:10 back in this room. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I
Yes.
note the consent agenda. I had a question about one of the consent agenda items, and that was on honorary degree.
Okay, and that's a good point, Curator Cups, because I was going to ask about the consent agenda and should have just before we got ready to go into executive session. There are 10 items on the consent agenda, and I would ask that if any curator wishes an item to be added or removed.
I had a question.
It's on page 5.
The honorary degrees, the change to the honorary degrees, and if we could take that off the consent agenda, I'd like to discuss it very briefly. Maybe a 5-minute discussion.
And I believe that I'll ask my parliamentarian, but I believe if any curator asks that it be removed, that it will be removed, and that'll be removed from that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be discussed separately and addressed separately.
Mr. Chairman, with the curator's objection, I would like him to note that it's 80 degrees in Palm Springs right now. I just looked it up.
Could you speak a little louder, David?
I just wanted to point out to Curator Cups that it's 80 degrees in Palm Springs.
Thank you for sharing that, sir.
Thank you. We'll exit now then for our executive session.